it would appear that I washed a Kleenex in this shirt. There's a bunch of white fluke. Anyways, it's been a little bit. I didn't make as many videos as I wanted to last week, and I apologize for that. It was a rough actual work week. Anyways, today we're going to make up with it for talking about Savitar again, and how Barry Allen can be Savitar. So, there's discussion going around about which version of Barry is Savitar, because we know that he got unmasked in the last episode, and a lot of us had suspected that was going to be the case, that Barry was Savitar. I even made a video about that in particular. But which version of Barry is it? That's the real question. So, how? How can Barry be Savitar? What would motivate Barry to kill Iris? That I have no idea on. Unless if it was only for the simple goal of assuring that Savitar would come to exist. So, I have a theory of which Barry is Savitar. And I think it's the most sound that I can come up with, or that I've heard to date, not to blow my own horn. So, a lot of people have said things about it being the time remnants from season 2, but that doesn't make sense. So, Savitar, in the last episode, we knew that he knew everything that happened to this, to date, word for word, which means that he lived all of these exact events. I don't think that's an alternate version from another Earth. Excuse my cough. I don't think it's another episode. I don't think it's another version of him from another Earth. I don't think it's, alternate timeline. I think that he's a part of this timeline, and somehow, because he lived all these exact same events, and even on different Earths, things are always at least a little bit different enough that he won't know everything word for word and exactly when everything's going to happen. However, pay attention to what Barry from the future said in episode 19, when Barry went to the future. Our Barry went to the future and talked to his future self. He told future Barry said, "You're going to try everything you can think of. You're going to make time remnants, and it'll kill all of them. Mostly." What's that mostly word have to do with it? Everything. So, think about it this way. Barry made the time remnants to try to stop Savitar. He killed all of them mostly, meaning at least one of the time remnants survived. And I think that time remnant is Savitar. And so I think that during that battle, Savitar did something to that time remnant that didn't kill him, but it did leave him disfigured, which is why he looks all messed up. And the reason he would kill Iris in the future, he would need to have that event to kill Iris, so that Barry would go make that time remnant version of himself, and then he could become Savitar. So, in order for Time Remnant Barry to become Savitar, the event of killing Iris needs to exist so that present day Barry, would go and make the Time Remnant that would eventually become Savitar. So he's ensuring his own existence by killing Iris. And that's probably his whole motivation by it. So he's been disfigured. That version of him is never going to get to have Iris. And his friends and family are never going to accept him because he's not the real Barry. And possibly also because he thinks that no one wants to be by him because he's horribly disfigured. So that's why he's doing everything that he is, because he wants to pull Caitlyn to his side and all of that so they can become gods. And it makes sense for him why he'd go after Caitlyn at that point, because, that's at least still one part of his previous life that he can still have. And I think that's it. I think that is just in general. It's the time remnant that survived the Battle of Savitar, eventually went on to become Savitar, tried to kill Iris in order to ensure his creation. And that's that. And that's how he can remember everything that Barry has done up until that point. He knows everything for that because he's the most recent time remnant or whatever. Time remnants are weird. But whatever it is, Barry, that version of Barry would know all these events. So he was there at least, enough for all of that. And future Savitar would know which one it is, and not to kill that one and let it survive so it can turn into himself and he will come to exist. So for that to happen, Barry's going to need to realize that he can't make those time remnants, or he'll have to let that time remnant die. And that's going to be heavy for him to have to have a version of himself die so that he never becomes Savitar. And I think that's where the end of it's going to be. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed what I had to say, please leave a like. It helps the channel. If you want more stuff like this and more other comic book related videos, go ahead and press that subscribe button and press the notification bell so that you get alerts every time these come up. I'm going to try to get actually on schedule, hopefully. I got a video on Injustice coming up, so if you want to get caught up on that universe before the game comes out, that will be there. So I'll leave videos here to my other Savitar theory if you're curious. I mean, we already know it's Barry, but hey, there it is anyways. And then this video down here will be whatever YouTube thinks is best for you, and then we have the subscribe button right here if you didn't press it down below. Thank you. Bye.